My name is Chris Norton. Together with my partners Matthew Moreno and Antonella DeCampli, we have come to present to you the Power Pulse, a home energy monitoring system. Now, let me start with what is the need for a Power Pulse system, a home energy monitoring system, if you will. Well, globally, homes account for about 20% of energy consumption, and that's a huge chunk of energy consumption, and a lot of it doesn't always get used. Matter of fact, households with energy monitoring systems reduce energy consumption by anywhere from 5 to 15%. So we came up with the Power Pulse to offer an economic and environmentally friendly solution to conserving energy and reducing our electric bills as well as environmental impact. So now that I've got our introduction out the way, we're going to go on to what are the current visible challenges that we face in the energy monitoring space. We're also going to talk about some of the impact of getting bad data analytics. Next, we're going to move on to the features of our home energy monitoring system and the advantages to using it. Then we're going to move on to some of the similar devices that may or may not fall short of what is expected or what the need is in this current industry. Then we're going to get a little bit technical and discuss how it works, and we're going to talk about some of the technological solutions that we came up with. Then we're going to go to future trends, and we're going to talk about some of our prospects for the future before we bring it home with conclusion. So some of the current challenges that we're facing is that we don't actually have a lot of devices that give us clear, accurate data, which is a huge problem. Our conventional energy monitoring systems, they're known to give measurements that are 30 to 60 days behind the actual present time. So by the time you see how much energy you're using, a lot of times it's too little too late. By that time, your bill is already in the mail and you just got to pay it. Another thing that we face is limited awareness. And a lot of that has to do with the placement of these energy meters. A lot of them are in awkward positions in the building, outside of your home, way at the back. And it's really a hassle. Nobody wants to walk all the way to the outside of their home, to the back where nobody goes, just to see how much energy they're consuming. The whole point of our system is to make things easier for the customer. And a lot of times, these home energy monitoring systems that they have, they're complicated. And some of them are even dangerous to install. So an electrician actually pointed out to me that a lot of the systems, they require you to mess with your power box. And if you are untrained or unknowledgeable about manipulating these devices, your life could actually be in danger. You're messing with high voltages here. The electrician actually gave me a term. It's called the widow's maker, where a lot of people, they end up messing with the box without turning off their electricity or taking the proper precautions, and end up electrocuting themselves and end up giving themselves a fatal injury. So a study by OpPower found that consumers with better visibility into energy consumption could save up to 12% by changing their behavior. So what we plan to do is give you a safe and easy alternative to the existing technologies that are out there. We also want to discuss mobile-friendly ways of monitoring your energy. So a lot of our devices right now, they don't give accurate measurements. Like I said before, a lot of these devices are giving us information that is a month to 2 months old. You know, the average US household wastes an average of $200 per year on energy that's not even needed. All this can be prevented with an energy monitoring system that actually works. I'm going to give you guys another citation from the American Council of Energy Efficient Economy. It shows that real-time monitoring contributes to the reduction of energy waste. So not only are you getting a chance to save in your finances, save in energy consumption, you're also getting a chance to help the environment. And I don't know about you, but a lot of people are talking about the increased storms. You know, I live in Florida, so a lot of the increased frequency of storms and the increased intensity of storms, a lot of people are attributing that to our carbon footprint and our effect on the planet. So by reducing our energy, we can help in that effort. So here I have a table of appliances that exist in almost every home. You know, the average usage is in kilowatts and cost in dollars, as you can see. And these are just some of the most common appliances that we have. They don't stack up to very much individually, but if you add them all together, it adds up, especially if you've got multiple TVs, you've got a computer running all the time, and the other knickknacks and toasters. All of the stuff adds up on your electricity bill. So heating and cooling account for almost 50% of usage in the average US home. And that only increases in the summer and winter months because you're using your heater, you're using your AC, you got to stay cool, you got to stay warm. By using a programmable thermostat and monitoring, households can save up to 10% a year on heating and cooling costs. So by adding an energy monitoring system and incorporating that with an automation system, you're getting the maximum benefit. So with our Power Pulse, it offers more than just data. It provides actionable insights and optimization tips. Users who adopt energy monitoring solutions can reduce energy consumption by up to 10%. And like I said before, when you add it with a home automation system, you throw in some Alexa, Google Home, Siri, you're getting the maximum benefit because all this stuff gets automated. You get your voice activation, and it requires the least effort on your part to reduce your carbon footprint and reduce your energy cost. So some of the advantages of the Power Pulse is real-time feedback via mobile notifications. So it'll give you insights of, hey, you're using more energy this month, or hey, you don't use a lot of energy at this time. Maybe consider cutting your lights off at this time. And you know, a study by Lawrence Berkeley National Lab shows that real-time feedback on energy use can lead to an average savings of up to 9%. And now I'm going to turn it over to Matthew, and he's going to explain a lot of the technicals to you.
Thank you, Chris. Now we move on to the technological solutions. As you can see, we have the smart meters. The meters are what are reading the data in real time on the energy consumption. It will allow the homeowner to be in control, to see how much they're actually using, to see where they're using it, and things like that. It will also give you the alerts when there's an excessive amount of usage, whether it be on a certain outlet, certain circuit, or an appliance. It'll give you that alert where you could go check it out. The second thing is the energy management system, which is a super important and smart integration that we have. It will basically schedule dormant circuits for off-peak hours, meaning different things that you have plugged in that aren't really being used but are still consuming during peak hours where they charge you more. It will turn those off until the charge is less and at a later time and let it do the task that it has to do when it's not something urgent or something that has to be done now. Next, we look at some comparable home energy monitoring devices. As you can see, Power Pulse, that's us. We'll give you the real time energy monitoring. We'll have a mobile app, user-friendly interface. It would also provide personalized insight to optimize your usage. There are other devices that are good, not going to knock them, but they're not as good. As you can see, energy meter, it just focuses on the basic energy monitoring. It doesn't give you any hints, any alerts, any recommendation on how to use your energy better. Then we have watt meter, which may be a little bit better because it has a comprehensive data where it has trends and things like that where they could kind of compare. Once again, it doesn't give you those alerts or advice, and it doesn't have an app, so it's not as easy as Power Pulse. Then we have Solar Edge, My Solar Edge, which from the name you could kind of tell is for solar panels, which kind of limits it to just solar panels and not to traditional sources. But with Power Pulse, you get both. Now, probably the most important topic is the savings, the benefits for the customers. Putting this together, we came with three very important saving opportunities. The first one is checking and monitoring appliances that can reveal excess energy or consumption of excess energy. Like they say, knowing is half the battle. If you don't know you have a bad circuit or a bad appliance, you would never change it. And also with Power Pulse, you'll be able to read it real time and know that, hey, this is consuming way too much than what it should. And then that comes to the second savings where it will give you the confidence to replace outdated equipment. Back in the day, you would say, wife, don't fix what's not broke, right? But now when it comes to buying a new refrigerator, AC, there's more efficient things coming out nowadays where it could save you two, three, $400 a year. And those savings do add up. And then third, and probably the most important thing that Power Pulse will do for you is that it will allow you to change your behavior when it comes to consumption of energy. It will allow you to turn things off when you don't need it because you'll see where you're losing money, where the energy is being used, or things that aren't important in those moments. And the next we'll see, the how it works. Very simple. We have energy sensing sensors. It will read either voltage, amperage from the circuits and kind of collect all that data, all that information. And then through the processor, it will collect that raw data and convert it into meaningful information. And with a LCD screen in a user-friendly format, it'll provide the information that we've received from the sensors, and then we'll wirelessly transmit it to the mobile app where the user can see it, see what their energy is doing, where it's being used, and how it's being used, and things like that. And then probably the most important part of it is the ESP32 microcontroller. The controller has a dual core processor, which enables the efficiency data processing and calculation of complex numbers, complex calculations. It also has, like we said, the wireless communication, whether it be Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. It can connect to the app and send all the information seamlessly. Also, to have the trend and the history and things like that of what you've done the last 3 months, it needs ample memory And with the ESP32, it does have that. And once again, it's integrated with the sensors that we need to read and calculate the consumption per circuit and things of that sort. And then to take us home, we send it to Antonella.
Thank you, Matthew. And now moving along to our data transmission and mobile integration, we have a couple of steps that we took when putting PowerPools together to make sure that the fully integrated features are translated properly onto our app. So starting first, we have our sensor data collection. So PowerPools sensors capture real-time energy consumption data from appliances and circuits. Next, we have our ESP32 microcontroller, which processes the raw data, then converts it to meaningful energy usage information. Once this data is received, it then gets wirelessly transmitted, so the ESP32 transmits the processed data wirelessly to the PowerPools' mobile app via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. And then finally, we have our mobile app display. So the app does receive and display this data, providing users with a clear and comprehensive view of their energy consumption. And now we have a couple of symbols that we use to interpret energy usage data. And all of these are provided to the user. So they are integrated in our mobile app to reference whenever a user has any sort of questions or confusion or concerns, they can reference this information as well. So starting off, we have kilowatt hours, which is represented by kWh. It represents the total energy consumed over a specific period, usually measured in kilowatt hours. A higher kWh reading indicates that there is greater energy use. Next, we have power factor, which is represented by PF. It measures the efficiency of electrical usage. A power factor closer to 1.0 indicates better efficiency, reducing wasted energy. And then we have our cost, which is represented by a $sign, where PowerPools estimates your energy bill based on your consumption and local energy rates, enabling cost-conscious decisions. Next, we have the environmental and financial impact of PowerPools, which we did represent with this pyramid. So on the top of the pyramid, we have our reduced energy consumption. So PowerPools empowers users to track and optimize their energy usage, leading to a reduction in overall consumption. Next in the pyramid, right in the middle, we have our cost savings. So by using less energy, users can significantly lower their energy bills, saving money over time. And then finally, we have our environmental benefits. So reduced energy consumption translates to lower greenhouse gas emissions, contributing to a healthier planet. And then for our future trends, we have separated this. It is based on 100%, and for our first one, we have 45%, which is our smart energy solution. So they're gaining prevalence, accounting for 45% of future trends. These technologies include AI-driven platforms that facilitate real-time monitoring and optimization. Next, we have renewable integration, which comprises 35% of advancements in energy consumption management. This trend fosters sustainable practices by utilizing solar and wind technologies. Next, we have our home automation, which represents 15% of our chart, and it empowers users to manage energy use effortlessly. So intelligent systems can schedule and optimize operations, significantly enhancing efficiency. And then finally, we have our energy storage solutions, which take up 5% for future trends. And it enables households to store energy generated during off-peak times. So this capability enhances flexibility and resilience in energy usage. And to finish things off, I would like to ask you guys to empower your home, take control of your energy usage, and be the one in control of these things. Don't feel like you're out of control and you can't use PowerPools to be in control of your finances. Save money, reduce your energy bills. We know energy bills can be so costly and they can skyrocket, and sometimes we don't have any knowledge of it. Use PowerPools to help you save your money and reduce your bills by being in control of your energy usage. Protect the environment, contribute to a greener future, the reduction of greenhouse gases, to a cleaner energy consumption, And finally, join the PowerPulse revolution. Contact us today to learn more and bring PowerPulse into your home. Thank you.